Alrighty, so welcome. My name is Funderful1000, and this is gonna be my maybe last submission for a while for this category of any percent glitchless with a set seed. The reason being is just because I'm getting really kind of tired of the RNG based stuff. The stuff that keeps happening in this version of Minecraft. Like, you can see where my timer is at the very top of it. Minecraft 1.6.4. This isn't completely up to date. It is, it's a little degraded, I guess. So, if we can find a seed at some point that's in 1.8, that'd be awesome. And then I'll maybe come back to this again. But until then, this is going to be my time for any percent glitchless and set seed. So right now you probably already know by the title of the video what my time is, which is 12:45 something. I'm not sure what the milliseconds were, but yeah, so right now I guess I'll just be explaining throughout the run what's going on and why I'm doing said thing at said given time. So right now we made ourselves a crafting table and we're making ourselves some pickaxes in order to get some iron. Right now we're going for a total of 6 because we need to smelt 6 pieces as fast as possible, and then we'll get a little bit more later on for a chest plate. So yeah, right now we're just grabbing a total of 12 pieces of cobblestone in order to make a furnace, an axe, and a shovel. All those 3 things will be useful within the run, so we gotta make them. I would also make a sword here, but the axe does just one, or it does about a half less damage than stone sword, so I don't think it's actually worth it. So yeah, so right now we're just smelting that up. You can a quick little tip is you can use your wooden pickaxe as a fuel. I wasn't really aware of that when I was first running this, but yeah, it's a pretty cool little trick to get your smelting started early, so you save like a couple seconds. It's pretty cool. So yeah, right now I'm digging up a bunch of gravel because we're going to need flint for flint and steel, as well as arrows a little later on for the dragon fight. So right now I had about 4 pieces of flint, which isn't half bad. That was a pretty good amount. Especially for this run, I only needed like 2 flint. You'll see why a little later on, but yeah. So right now we're also grabbing the remaining iron we need to get a total of 8. So now that we got 8, we just wait for the rest of this to finish smelting. In the meantime, we will try to get more flint. We got another piece. Nice. And there we go. We're going to need the furnace as well, so we break that. So now we make a bucket, some shears, as well as flint and steel. And the reason why we need shears is because we're going to need to shear some sheep. And we need 18 pieces of wool about in order to make 6 beds, which is probably the ideal amount of beds you might need for the Ender Dragon fight. So yeah, in this run I think I might have had 1 bed left over, but you know, you can never be too safe. It's best to go it's best to be really safe about these things. So yeah, I didn't bother going for that guy, or did I? No, I didn't. Okay, I just went to go get that guy as well again. So yeah, right now we have about 17 pieces. That is 18, 19, 20. So I got a little bit more than needed, but that's fine. Having a little extra won't harm me. And right here I need to kill a pig, and for some reason you cannot place fire if the mob is standing right in the middle of the block. So you have to do some weird fire trick if you can get it. But yeah, basically you're just burning these pigs rather than just killing them for cooked meat rather than raw meat, so that you don't have to cook it later on. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And conveniently, we got the wool, we got the pork. Now we just need feathers. Oh, look at that! There's chickens here. Cool. So we'll just kill some chickens here and grab ourselves some feathers for arrows, of course, later on. So yeah, now we're running for quite some time because we got to get to the portal area. And the best way to do this is using a lava pool that was on the surface that we found, and we are going to make a nether portal out of it. And as you can see, I have a bucket of water right now. This bucket of water you can grab at any time really before you make the portal. And you can see right here is where you can also grab some water in this little puddle down here. So it's all up to you. You do what you need to do. I just grabbed it earlier on because I find it easier rather than forgetting and stuff. So yeah. And because of my meat situation, I don't think I kill another pig. No, I don't. Okay. So yeah, I grabbed a lot of meat from earlier, so I don't need to get any more. So you can see, I can't really explain it too much, but just, you saw where I put the gravel and the piece of cobblestone. The reason why we put them there is just to make the full portal the fastest way we can. So yeah. And there you go. You place the one of the lava pools, or you place one bucket of lava where the water is in order for the water to go away as well. So that's how it drains. All right, so now we go inside. As I went through the portal, I ate 2 pork chops, so that fills me up. And I also throw down my furnace along with a piece of coal and some iron, all of my iron in that furnace, so that it'll smelt while we do our job over here, which is collecting 2 blaze rods for the end portal. And you can do this part many different ways. You can build a bridge all the way across, is like what I do. I also block off the lava pool just because, like where the lava source is, just because it'll make it a lot easier to get out afterwards. I also grabbed 2 pieces of building material just so that I can block myself off from these guys. Sometimes they can be a pretty big hassle, so you want to make sure you're protected. Some people hide back and wait for a little bit before they wait for the blazeman to come to them. I think that is a very safe way of doing it, but it's a little bit slow. So what I do is I place those 2 blocks where I put them, and it seems to work almost every time. So it's quite nice. Just make sure you're not going to be outmatched. Make sure you go in when there's 1, maybe 2 if you're good at it. That was a little bit of video lag for some reason. Whoops. But yeah, so as you can see, I got 2 blaze rods, and we're heading our way out. So yeah. I'm not sure what's going on here with my video. It's going quite slow. Can you smarten up? There we go. And as you can see, I'm grabbing more flint at any possible time that I can, because you always want a lot of flint. You really, really do. So I think in this split, I save about 43 seconds of time. That is a lot of time for me to save on this one split. That is an insane amount. So I'm glad I did this as fast as I did. It was a good run. I saved 42 seconds. Okay. So yeah, now that we're done in the nether, we got our 2 blaze rods, we're gonna head our way over to the river area. By the way, I didn't state this, but in the nether I did make a boat, as you can see in my inventory. The reason being is because we will need a boat a little later on, and the best time to do that would have been in the nether while we're waiting for blazemen to spawn. So yeah, and now we're just running across through the desert, and yeah, making our way over here. Now, I think I am going to be killing some pigs here just because I don't have any extra food. So, getting a little bit of extra food here is a little bit nice. So, yes, I do. All right. So, yeah, we burn the pigs. There's that little fire bug in action. All right. And there you go. So as I'm getting in my boat and going, I actually throw a bunch of stuff out just because I need to make my inventory a little bit more clean, because I need to throw a bucket and crafting table in the right places. So yeah. So now here with the shears as well, the reason why I didn't throw shears is because we still need some building material for leaves. The reason why we need leaves is because we need to build our way into the end, meaning... By that I mean, when we spawn in the end, we don't actually spawn on the island. We spawn a little ways out from the island, which kind of sucks. So that's why you need building materials. However, there's a way easier way to do this, but it requires like insanely godlike RNG, and that being, you need to grab an ender pearl, an extra ender pearl. There are ender pearls in this stronghold for you. So here's the stronghold. You can see right now all the chests in here have ender pearls that we need, so we're going to grab all the ender pearls. But if you can find an extra enderman just randomly walking around somewhere, you really want to kill him, because if you get an ender pearl drop, you're saving like 20 to 25 seconds just like that. So it's really, really good. You'll see here later on when we get into the end. But yeah, I could have saved more time here, but I was having trouble with mobs and stuff, so bad luck with them spawning. Okay, so here I get about 2 pieces of string because I already had one from that spider, so that we're able to make a bow. So yeah, here we're making beds first, we're making the bow second, we're making arrows third, I believe we're making the blaze, the eyes of ender, sorry, next, or the iron chestplate, whatever, next, and then the blazes the Eyes of Ender. Keep calling it Blaze, whatever. But I made 5 things at that specific point. A chest plate, Eyes of Ender, beds, arrows, and the last thing, I forgot what it was. Yeah, but I made 5 things there just in order to make everything I need. And that last chest is down there that holds the Ender Pearl, so there you go. Alright, so you need 4 exactly, because that's how many spots there are in the end portal frame. So, yeah. And now we make our way over to the end, because we're all ready to go. However, this little son of a gun decided to get in my way. I didn't have a main weapon at the time, so yeah, I broke my axe a little while back, which kind of sucked. And there we go, now we're in the end. So as you can see here, we spawned out quite a little ways from the actual island, so this is when an ender pearl would be quite useful. You can throw the pearl from that island onto the actual main island, and it will make it, so if you have one, use it. If not, get this building material and make your way over to the main island. Now, something that is really, really nice is as you look up, whoa, where are the towers? I don't have as many towers as I usually do, so I got really lucky with the RNG of this spawning. So, yeah. And I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can to this dragon. And if you did not know, the beds do a decent amount of damage to the ender dragon, so that's pretty cool. And he's coming back for some more. That was a really good hit. That took out like at least a quarter of his health. That was a really, really good hit. And he's coming back for more, but I don't have the health in order to kill him. So, yeah, it's a good thing I didn't actually use bed there, because I probably might have killed myself. So, yeah. So, as you can see here, I only needed like 1 piece of flint, because I take out this tower in 2 shots. Is that? Yeah, 2 shots. So I only used 3 arrows in this fight so far to take out all the towers and stuff. Man, this was an insane fight though. Like it was decently well. Of course, at the time, like right now, Illumina 1337 has the world record of 12 minutes and 28 seconds. My time wasn't as good, but if I had better RNG at the start as well as in the third split, I would have had a pretty decent time. May not have been world record pace at the time, but it could have been pretty good. So yeah. And right now we're just waiting for the dragon to do his thing. You can see he's at very, very low health, and I just finish him off with my remaining arrows. So rip in pieces to the dragon. But I didn't realize this at the time. You can see in the distance, there's an enderman, and he's about to come get me. He kind of hits me once and scares the shit out of me. You can see my face reactions and sentiment. And he's about to come get me. Didn't realize this at the time. You can see in the distance, there's an enderman, and he's about to come get me. He kind of hits me once and scares the shit out of me. You can see my face reactions and stuff. That very stern look. But yeah, there you go. A time of 12:45:39. That could have been like 12:41 maybe if that enderman didn't screw around with me. But yeah, so that is my final time, 12:45:39. And you can see at the very bottom left of the screen my sum of best segments, meaning the best possible time from what these splits show is 11 minutes and 25 seconds. So I think sub 12 is easily possible, and probably in a couple of weeks from when this video is posted, sub 12 has already been done, because it is definitely possible. So, yeah. I just need to get a better run. I probably will still do more of this category, let's be honest here. I kind of want to try to get the world record again. Illumina, you will get wrecked again, maybe one day. We'll see. But yeah, so that was a pretty decent run, I think. So, yeah, nothing really much else to say, but thank you for watching this video. I definitely do appreciate it. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you all in the next run. So, have a good one.